So you call out to your toddler, and instead of coming to you, he runs the other direction. This is such a common problem, and I get this question all the time. How can I get my toddler to come when I call? Here's how. Number 1, take time to train. Like many of the problems in toddler behavior, taking time to train them to do what you need them to do is the first thing to consider when you're having difficulty getting them to behave. Set aside a time to focus on training your child to come when you call. This should not be at a time of conflict. The training should take place separately from when you're trying to get them to come for a practical general purpose. Number 2, have a short instructional conversation. Since you're dealing with a toddler, obviously you have to keep your instructions simple. For example, say, "Because I care about you, I want you to be safe. It's important that you learn to come when I call because if you don't, you could get hurt and you don't even know it. Also, it's good to come because being obedient to mommy is important too." So we're going to practice that now. Let's see how well you can listen and come when I call you. Number 3, set up the activity. Make sure you have a space where there are no obstacles in the way of where your child might crawl or walk. Place your child on the floor. Remind them again to listen for you to call and then come to you. Then walk across the room away from them and look at them with a big smile. Number 4, call them to you. As you call them to come, do it with a smile and a happy spirit. You want them to feel like this is fun, not a burdensome drill. Open your arms wide and let them know you're ready for a big hug. Number 5, respond according to their behavior. At this point, you have set up a situation where your child will be able to make a choice. They know what you want them to do. You have made it very clear, so there's no doubt in their mind what is expected. If they comply, great. Show them how happy you are at the good behavior with lots of hugs and kisses. Repeat this several times and then do it where you go behind a couch or around a corner where they can't see you and have them hear and listen for you to call them and then come to find you. This can be a really fun learning and training session that will help them recognize what they need to do when you call. But if they do not comply, go to number 6. Number 6, let them know you mean business. If your toddler does not comply and come when you call, he is waiting to see what you will do. He wants to know who is in charge and if he can count on you to back up your words with actions. I have had both compliant and strong-willed children. I can see that little strong-willed face right now in my mind with those eyebrows set and that challenging stare and that unspoken defiance. Don't despair if this is your child. This kind of child can use that obstinate attitude in good ways in the future if they learn how to use it for the good. It's up to you as the parent to show them that you do mean business when you give them instructions. Go straight to them, look them in the eyes, face to face, put your hands on their arms firmly and say, "I told you to come. When I say come, you will come, or there will be consequences." Then go back to your spot and call them again. If they come, say, "I'm glad you decided to do the right thing. Let's try it again, and this time, maybe we can do it with a happy spirit." If they still don't come though, now you must back up your words with actions. Number 7, back up your words with actions. Do not get angry. This is very important. Remember, you are training your child to behave. They will not always comply and they will make mistakes as they learn. They are making one right now. Don't be angry about that. Stay calm and loving, but firm and determined. There are 3 things that constitute an appropriate reason to give your child a spanking. For a toddler, a spanking is really just a swat or two with your hand on their diaper. That's all that's needed for this age and all that should be done when they are so small. It should only be done when these things are in order. Number 1, they know clearly what is expected. Number 2, they willfully disobey your instructions. And number 3, you are not angry. In the case I've just described here, you instructed them to come. They know what to do. They know what you want them to do. And they refuse to do it. So walk over to them, look them in the eye again, and repeat, "I told you to come, and you did not do it." Then give them a swift swat or two on the diaper and gently place them back on the floor. Walk away back to your spot. Your attitude should be, as a matter of fact. Don't look distraught. They need to know you are determined. Now, they may wail at this point. That's okay. Remember that when your child willfully disobeys, part of the learning process is that they will feel uncomfortable. This is a good thing. They need to feel uncomfortable when they purposefully do wrong. Number 8, win the battle. The very worst thing you could do at this point is to give in and allow them to get away with not obeying your instructions. You must win this battle if you want your child to learn. And if you win, they win too, because they will be able to learn many more lessons in the future from a parent who loves them. Repeat all these instructions until your child comes to you willingly. Remember, consistency is the key to effectiveness. If you enjoy my content and want to support me in a more personal way, you can donate using the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description below. Check out the other videos here that will give you more step-by-step instructions on how to teach your child to behave. Parents, you can do this. I'll see you here next time.